Structuring design, graphic grids in theory and practice is a comprehensive exploration of one of the most fundamental tools in graphic design, the grid. Written by the design experts, the book delves into the theory, history, and practical application of graphic grids, offering a detailed understanding of how they shape design work and influence visual communication. The book is a crucial resource for designers, offering both a deep theoretical foundation and practical insights, making it equally valuable for students, professionals, and design enthusiasts alike. The book begins by defining what graphic grids are and why they are essential in the design process. It explains how grids serve as the structural foundation of visual design, helping designers arrange content in a way that is harmonious, balanced, and visually appealing. Through the lens of history, the book explores how grids have evolved from early typographic systems to modern digital layouts, tracing the roots of their application from the early days of printed books to today's digital interfaces. In its theoretical section, the book breaks down the philosophy behind grid systems. It discusses how grids aren't just about creating neat, organized designs but are a way to express hierarchy, control attention, and guide the viewer's eye. The book emphasizes that grids are not rigid frameworks that restrict creativity, but rather flexible tools that help designers make intentional decisions about space, proportion, and alignment. The theory section provides readers with the tools to understand how grids are used to solve design problems and improve clarity in communication. One key aspect of the book is its focus on the different types of grids used in graphic design. These grids can be as simple as a single column or as complex as modular systems with multiple divisions. The book goes into detail about several kinds of grids, such as the single column, double column, asymmetrical, and hierarchical grids, explaining the unique purposes and effects each one has in design. By exploring a range of grids, the book shows how designers can choose the right grid to suit the specific needs of their project, whether that's a website, magazine layout, poster, or branding materials. The practical application of grids is a central theme throughout the book. The authors not only explain how grids function theoretically but also demonstrate how to implement them effectively in design work. Through real-world examples and case studies, readers are shown how grids can be used in various mediums, from print to digital. The book walks through step-by-step how to lay out a design using a grid, from defining columns and margins to adjusting typography and images. The examples include both iconic historical designs as well as contemporary works, allowing readers to see how grids have evolved and adapted to different design challenges. In addition to the typical grid systems, the book also explores more dynamic, flexible grids that allow for more freedom and creativity in design. These grids don't strictly adhere to a set structure but instead offer designers the ability to adjust proportions and spacing in innovative ways while maintaining visual balance. This flexibility is particularly relevant for modern, responsive design, where the layout must adjust to different screen sizes and orientations. The book illustrates how grids can be used in a more fluid way, adapting to the content and purpose of the design rather than strictly conforming to predefined rules. A significant portion of the book is dedicated to the role of grids in modern digital design. The authors discuss how grids have been integrated into web design and app interfaces, highlighting the importance of responsive grids that adapt to various devices and screen resolutions. This section emphasizes the critical role grids play in ensuring user-friendly design, where functionality and aesthetics must coexist seamlessly. With digital design becoming an increasingly dominant field, this section provides readers with the tools to apply grid systems to create layouts that are both functional and visually compelling across different platforms. The book also touches on the limitations of grids, reminding designers that while grids are incredibly useful, they are not infallible. Over-reliance on grids can lead to designs that feel overly mechanical or predictable. The authors argue that grids should be used as a guiding tool, but not as a strict rulebook. They stress the importance of flexibility and creativity within the grid framework, encouraging designers to experiment with breaking the grid in certain areas to add dynamism and visual interest. This section serves as a reminder that a grid is just a tool, and the designer's creative instincts should always guide its application. An important part of the book is its exploration of the historical context of grids in design. It examines how grids were used in early printed materials and how they were refined during the Renaissance period with the introduction of the printing press. The book discusses how notable typographers and designers, such as Jan Schichold and Joseph Muller-Brockmann, contributed to the development and formalization of grid systems. Their work laid the foundation for modern graphic design and remains highly influential. Understanding this historical context helps readers appreciate the grid not just as a technical tool, but as a part of a long design tradition that continues to evolve. Structuring design also emphasizes the role of grids in creating a visual rhythm within a design. Just as music is composed of beats and measures, graphic design is composed of spaces, margins, and columns. The book discusses how grids help establish a rhythm that guides the viewer through the layout, ensuring that elements like text, images, and graphics flow in a logical and aesthetically pleasing manner. This rhythm is vital in creating designs that feel harmonious and coherent, helping to communicate the intended message more effectively. Throughout the book, the authors highlight the importance of alignment and consistency in design. By adhering to the grid, designers can create layouts where elements are aligned perfectly, making the design feel organized and polished. This consistency not only makes designs visually appealing but also ensures that information is presented clearly and logically. The book provides detailed instructions on how to ensure consistency across different parts of a design, whether it's a brochure, website, or branding materials. The book doesn't shy away from discussing the modern challenges and opportunities that come with digital media. It tackles how the grid system needs to be adapted for responsive design, where layouts must adjust to various screen sizes and user interactions. This aspect is particularly relevant as more design work moves from print to digital spaces, and the ability to work with flexible, adaptive grids becomes crucial for contemporary designers. In the final chapters, structuring design challenges designers to think critically about the use of grids in their own work. It encourages them to explore how grids can enhance their designs and offers practical advice for pushing the boundaries of traditional grid systems. The book's hands-on approach, combined with its rich theoretical foundation, makes it a vital resource for anyone looking to deepen their understanding of grid design. Ultimately, Structuring Design, Graphic Grids in Theory and Practice is a masterclass in the art and science of graphic grids. It offers designers a deep dive into the history, theory, and practical application of grids, with a particular focus on how they can be used to create compelling, functional, and aesthetically pleasing designs. The book provides a comprehensive toolkit for understanding and applying grids, both in traditional print and digital media, and offers a framework for using grids as a foundation for creative innovation in graphic design.